So this is a game that involves playing a gearing with a stealth build. So my role is sinking as much stuff as I can and also spotting for the fleet and getting caps. And so this is a good example, and my gearing is built for stealth and torpedo operations. I'll attach an explanation of how I've got the ship configured after the game. And we have a mixed tier 9, 8, 9, 10 battle. We do have air, and I'm close to sea. So I'm going to go ahead and start moving towards sea. We have 3 destroyers, they have 4. And what I'm going to do is move between B and C, see what I can spot, see sort of what they're going. And if it looks doable, I'm going to cap C, because on this map often a team will go and either lemming march to one cap, or they'll get into a big confab over one cap and the one at the middle cap and one at the end. So sometimes the cap on the other end gets left alone. So I've got the aircraft carrier down here, so I want to scout and make sure nobody's going to try to break through, because that's a normal place for carriers to be. And also I've got a Missouri and a Neptune here, so they can give me a little bit of an assist. And it looks like we've got one of our DDs heading off to A, and the main body pretty much looks like they're going for B. So now I've got RDF on this ship, and you can see by the indicator up there that there's a ship off to the other side of sea somewhere. So it could be another destroyer, it could be a whole body coming in here. So I use the RDF in these stealth builds to tell me how to stay away from getting spotted when I'm being sneaky. So that's what I'm going to do right now. And instead of turning right in towards the cap, I'm going to edge over here, and yep, there we've got some air. Nobody's in the cap yet, but I'm watching for that too. And I'm watching the others, and they are already working on B and A. So I don't, and there is a destroyer in A that's been spotted by our Z-23. And I'm hoping that that air, if it does see anything, sees a Neptune and gets obliterated quick. Because I'm real happy to have that Neptune here. Notice that I've got my anti-aircraft off. I don't want it shooting early. And they're sending torpedo bombers and dive bombers, so there may be a good bit of company coming this way. Yep, and there's somebody in C. Since I haven't seen anybody else, unless they've got a battleship lurking behind that island, and I'm wondering about the aircraft carrier. And there we go. We've got a shimmy, and I can see a Des Moines back there. So I'm going to go ahead. He spotted me, so I'm going to open up, see if I can drive him off. He's popped smoke. And the Des Moines is far enough away I don't have to worry about his radar. I'm going to put a few torps on spec. And I'm going to keep moving and angling in case he throws fish at me. I apologize for that space bar warning. That's a bug they've got right now in replays, and I didn't tape this one as I played it. And you can see how the RDF is letting me know basically where he is. And I'm also watching the minimap because I don't want all that air on top of me. I'm going to duck in. It looks like he's left sea. And be real careful because I'm expecting torpedoes. And air probably coming this way. So I'm working my way through the cap and capping, but I'm also trying to get close to that Neptune because he's got one of the best AA defenses in the game stock. If he's got any kind of extra abilities, he can melt them. And I don't know if that Des Moines is going to try to come in here or if the shimmy's out there, so I'm considering sending some torpedoes in that direction. But right now I'm focusing on capping and not getting detected. And there is another destroyer coming in. I've just about got the cap. And I'm trying to determine also if that Des Moines is going to come out and try to do something. I'm still a ways away from where he can detect me on radar, because that would be very bad. And it looks like he's still pretty much hiding behind the island, but he's backing up. And that Benson has kept coming in, so no choice but to open fire. But by doing it this way, the RDF has kept me from having to use my smoke, so I have it if I need it. And yep, I got a shimmy and the Benson both in here. So there's the Des Moines. I'm debating on putting some fish out. And I'm going to use that smoke. And I'm expecting both torpedoes, because with 2 torpedoes, there's no way they're not going to sense. Ah, they've gone ahead and popped smoke. So let's see which way the smoke's going. Yeah, he's coming after me. Some other fish over. And see if I can get that Neptune to give me some support. If he's still alive. Yeah, he's there. I'd seen that we'd lost a cruiser, so I didn't know if that was who we'd lost. And yep, they're sending aircraft, so on come the guns, as there's no point in not sending some stuff up right now. And my battleship is close in enough to give a little bit of help too, so hopefully, and I'm going to stay out of radar range of that Des Moines and hide behind this island. We're starting to lose some planes. Hopefully that will dissuade them. But they now have both caps. Looks like the Benson just left the cap. But I've still got a lot of air floating around me. And the Des Moines is probably trying to close in too. Well, we're winning right now, but only because we've sunk ships. Right now we're not getting any points for caps. We're contesting A and B, but right now there's not an awful lot here. There's an Alabama coming in, both those destroyers, and that Des Moines is nearby, and there goes the Neptune. The Des Moines got him, so we've got another cruiser coming in, and I've got the battleship. But it looks like we don't have any. Well, let's see where the air is going to be put. But somebody's gotten a good whack on the Des Moines. Possibly the aircraft carrier. I see torpedoes there. My RDF is telling me that I've still got at least one of those destroyers up near there. And the Des Moines coming in, so I'm going to try to still keep out of his radar range. And it looks like the Alabama is going to follow him in. The Des Moines weak, so I'm considering even in. Now I've got the Benson back again. We've got better guns and a faster rate of fire than Benson, so let's see if we can't just shoot him down if that Des Moines gives me an opportunity. Okay, we got a couple of fires on him. I'm going to hold off on my repair because I may need it. I keep last stand on these, so I still have some maneuverability, and he's weaker than I am in running, so, and I'm getting some supporting fire from somebody. Too busy to look and find out who. And there come the fish. Angle, angle, angle. Ah! Well, he's dead. And I'm capping. And I've got smoke going, so I'm going to try to embrace the smoke. And they're way down. There's the aircraft carrier. I'm going to see if I can back up, and I'm expecting that aircraft carrier may send some torpedoes my way into my smoke, but the Alabama was nice enough to turn away from my smoke and right into the path of my fish, so I've got a suspicion he's got no choice but to get bit, because I sent one bank short and one bank a little long. So he's got a wall, and nowhere, he's going to turn hard, he's still got at least one, and maybe another one off the second bank, depending on how well he turns, because he's caught by the neck of that. Yeah, looks like he's going to get one in the rear. If I can get a fire on him, he might just burn down. We're in pretty good shape now. They're still fighting over A. But they haven't got many ships left. I can't see the Alabama without coming out. And I'll probably do that in a minute. But right now, doesn't look like he's getting any, yep, no fires on him. And all they've got left is cruiser that's down at the far end, one destroyer, that battleship, and the aircraft carrier. And I can't see the aircraft carrier, so I'm assuming he's right there behind that rock. So if I can get the Alabama, I can go for the aircraft carrier. And there's a fire. That should take care of him. But I don't know when he last used a repair party or a heal. Looks like he should be burning down, but he's disappeared. Yep, somebody got him. Not me. Looks like the Hindenburg got a shot, and it's a relatively strong squadron of torpedo bombers, and they've got me spotted, and dive bombers. Now, some careful wiggling, but there we go. Aircraft carrier's got to be right around. And I dodged that, and he ran early on the fish, so I'm good there. Hopefully I can sink him before he ever gets a chance to reload those. I don't know if he's got another squadron loading or not, but he's got to bring them back. And I'm just going to follow and see just, yep, he's got to be right on the other side of that hill. And I've got guns and fish ready. There he is. And he is coming in, so see if we can set him on fire and keep him from ability to launch planes. And he's backing up now. I don't know what he was thinking trying to come in here, unless he wants to end the game earlier. Yep, he launched another plane, or a squadron of dive bombers. And I am going to set fish, because he is not maneuvering that fast. And let's set I'm running him into the rock. And he could still kill me, but I hope I can kill him first. Get guns on, there we go. Alright, he's probably going to eat a fish, and yep, that took care of that. So now all they've got left is one destroyer. That's pretty well all I'm probably going to do in this game, as long as I dodge any remaining torpedoes. And that is the game. So we have a victory, and we managed to kill 2 ships. We did 2 solo captures. We also had 3 defended when we were engaging both the Shima and the Benson in the cap. And we just missed sinking the Alabama. So we came in second with 2002 ship XP, and we almost got the Alabama. We wouldn't have been the primary killer on him, but if he'd burned just a little more, we would have got him. And we got just under half the capture points. So capturing twice was an integral part of the overall victory. And as you can see, without premium and without the premium paint, this would have just been about a break even. With a premium account, it brings back a pretty good return, and adding the premium camo on that makes it a pretty significant bit of change that we got. So all of this adds up, and overall a good game. The team played well to keep the caps. There was a bit of a rally that was needed, but fun start to the morning. It was the first game of the day. My gearing build is focused on her stealth and her ability to use her torpedoes because they can do the most damage. So I've gone ahead and equipped in modules. Main armaments modification 1. She's a destroyer. Her tubes can get knocked out and then you can't do anything. If she's in a knife fight and the guns are knocked out, you're dead in the water. So I've gone ahead and used that as my first modification. I have access to the engine boost modification 1, which gives me speed. I put that on every destroyer I can. It's a really neat one. As an alternate, I would probably go with Damage Control System Mod 1. And main aiming systems modification 1 for the third slot. I want to keep this thing as steering as possible, so I've got steering gears to give that rear end a little bit more move. A good option if you spend time sitting in smoke, I don't, would be propulsion modification 2. Obviously the concealment is a must-have, and I've gone ahead and I want those torpedo tubes coming back up as quick as I can. The guns are pretty quick already. My captain skills are also built around speed and stealth and the ability to hit hard with the torpedoes. So preventive maintenance, I'm not going to be out there in the open a lot, or I'd probably put priority target on my gunboat destroyers. That's the way I build them. Last stand is as fast as you can get it, because if you're no steering, no engine, you're dead. That keeps you from being completely stuck. After that, superintendent, to get those extra consumables, you want that speed boost and the smoke in and up as quick as possible. More concealment. Then I'd come back with torpedo acceleration. Gearing can mark up 16 click torpedoes, but by using these, I have 13.5 click torpedoes that go faster. And throwing them out that far isn't necessarily a winner, but the 13 is a nice range. You're not running a risk as much of hitting a friendly way out that when the game changes. Extra health points, survivability expert. I've had games where I've gotten a solo warrior and I'm down to less than 100 health points, so every one of these counts. And I also put radio location on, and I do that for a couple of reasons. If I'm capping, this lets me know the direction of where a likely opponent is, or if I'm scouting for it. That way I can avoid them. If I'm being chased and I'm one of the few survivors trying to get that win, knowing where the nearest enemy is important, and a direction somebody might be chasing you if you've got a radar ship. Some people might like something else better, but that's the way I do it, and it works. Um, some people like the smoke screen expert. The American ships already have great smoke screens, but anyway, that's the way my gearing is built, and she's a fun ship.